Joe Fitzgibbon. I represent the 34th Legislative District in Olympia. I just stepped out of the House Transportation Committee. Today, among other things, we're talking about passenger rail in Washington and the state's role in promoting a high-speed rail system. We're also talking about our local transit agencies, the difficulties that they're in, and how the state might provide them more flexibility that they need to keep bus service running in our communities. So that's something I heard a lot about from constituents, and really looking forward to helping out local agencies get people to work.
What are you hoping to do with House Bill 1700 about requirements and transportation projects?
Yeah, House Bill 1700 is a great way to give cities and counties more tools and more flexibility in designing their roadways. Currently, they're required to adhere to a pretty narrow set of standards when designing bike and pedestrian facilities. What my bill would do would just open that up, give the cities some more discretion about which set of standards they would like to utilize when designing these projects. So we could see more ease with which those jurisdictions would be able to develop better sidewalks, better bike lanes, better ways for people to get around.
What's the goal of your legislation on driving records?
Yeah, House Bill 1504 is legislation that is going to help business protect the safety of the public by giving them consistent and reliable access to abstracts of their employees' driving records when their employees are driving as a condition of employment. So, for example, rental car agencies or some of the businesses that are interested in this legislation, they obviously have a lot of employees who are driving a lot as part of their work, and we're trying to make sure that it's easier and more consistent for those businesses to find out when there is a disruption of the driving record that could endanger the public.
You have legislation on negligent drivers. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, currently, we have a lot of users of the roadway who are vulnerable to getting hit by cars, pedestrians, bicyclists, skateboarders. What my legislation seeks to do is just make sure that drivers are paying a little bit more attention when they're on the road, especially when they're around vulnerable users like pedestrians and bicyclists, so they're not endangered by the several thousand-pound vehicle that folks operate at pretty fast speeds in our city streets. We've had a lot of people injured and killed in my community, and hopefully with this legislation we'll have drivers paying a little bit more attention on the road and keeping everybody a little bit safer.
How can constituents get in contact with you?
Constituents can always call me at 360-786-7952 or send me an email at joe.fitzgibbon@ledge.wa.gov.